Hi there, this is John Hyman from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program, the video show about commercial real estate brokerage around the world. This particular matrix I have spoken about before, and I'm again going into a particular category of the matrix. As I've said in other videos, this particular matrix was built over many workshops over many years, and there are significant things in here that you can use to grow your business in sales, leasing, or property management. So let's look at the checklist category again and go into checklists a bit further. And I've been through inspecting properties, marketing. Now I'm going to go into property details and inspections. So in saying that, I've got 9 particular categories here for you, and they are, as illustrated. I'll go into each one for you. There are reasons behind each of these particular categories or topics because they will help you get the property details organised and also understand what you're inspecting when it comes to the potential listing or the potential deal. So let's go to number 1. That is the logical and systematic investigation. I like to break it down into 4 particular categories, and that is, of course, the building, but also the precinct, what's going on in the precinct. Then I'll have a serious look at the property type and compare it to other property types in the area to see how competitive it may be, or if there are any strengths or weaknesses that I need to work with. And of course, I'll cover off on the street and what's happening in the street. Now, as part of any property inspection process, I always use a voice recorder. So the idea of a voice recorder, you can use your mobile phone or you can use a dedicated recorder. I actually use both for various reasons, but you can download your files to the computer and keep them for later reference. And a dedicated recorder works very well because they have many dozens of hours available for recording, and you leave it in your pocket and use it whenever you need to. Of course, you can get a mobile app to put it on your phone if that's easier for you, and it's probably cheaper anyway. You record into an MP3 format, and then you save that recording somewhere. Maybe it's in the cloud, maybe it's on your computer for later reference. So let's go further into that property detail and the inspection process. I like to look at photographs and keep photographs. So that says that I also like to get professional photographs as part of the inspection process. Then I'll put those professional photographs into property albums online because I can access them anywhere in any inspection, in any discussion. So there'll be Google Photos. I'll use those. I actually use that myself in quite a detailed way. And there's also iCloud if you're an iPhone user. But the idea of albums really does work. Property albums help you access your photos as part of any discussion, any display of the property. Next, I like an online note-taking system to take notes about a property. And I put a category or a note-taking system into an app, which I have on my phone. Now, Evernote is extremely good. It's inexpensive, and you subscribe for 1 year, and that note system is there for you to use at any time on any property inspection. Of course, you can use Google Keep. That is free if you're a Google Gmail user. And of course, either one works very well. But whatever you do, make sure it gets backed up into the cloud. Now, these both use cloud storage for notes, and you make your notes relevant to the property details, that sort of thing, and even the meetings that you have. Now you can store your detail. Maybe you can store your other notes on OneDrive, maybe on Dropbox, or maybe on Google Drive. All of those systems work. They're just so convenient. The other thing I use in my inspections is an A5 notebook. I do that because the A5 notebook is a hard copy notebook I can use in any meeting, any discussion, any telephone call. At the end of the month, I can change the book over. In other words, I keep my monthly notebooks for reference, for falling back onto if I need to look at what happened regards a meeting, a conversation, a decision. Now, the notebook, A5, is not overly large, but it's very practical. And you can upload the detail into the computer at the end of the day, all the meetings, calls, conversations, and decisions. So use an A5 notebook in addition to your other technology tools. Now, checklists by property type. I like to have checklists in all of these categories because I tend to work with different property types at any time, and I have detailed checklists for the property types. So they would be for you, of course, probably one or more of the following: Industrial, land, leasing, office type property, might be retail, and then you'll have to think about the sales activity, also the leasing activity, depending on what you're doing, and maybe even property management. So understand what your priorities are and have checklists for those things, because it helps you ask very relevant, deep and direct questions. And maybe you're a person that gets involved with projects. That works as well. So checklists for the property type. Going further back into the Dropbox category, I've mentioned it already. It's a convenient access type. The files are online, and you can use your files in any presentations or discussions with your laptop, with your iPad, whatever you use, maybe even in your phone. So the Dropbox is a very powerful tool for brokers to use at any time. Going further into number 8, the tasks lists. Now, tasks will evolve from any meeting, any discussion, any particular activity, maybe a listing, progressing the listing through certain other activities. So what task lists do you use? There are some good ones out there. You need to use one that you can get to at any time on your mobile phone, your tablet, on your computer, so you can lodge the things that you need to act on. What are they? Well, you can use the task lists in Google Tasks. Very powerful, very relevant. If you've got a Gmail account, you can do that for free. Microsoft To Do has a very good app, which you can put on your phone as well. That works very well. And you can use that for particular reasons with your listings, clients, that sort of thing. Some people use Outlook, and that's fine. Outlook does have a task list. It's just a matter of how practical that is for you, because Outlook is, the task list within Outlook is tied to Outlook. So you've got to figure out how you can get to your task list very easily. And perhaps if it's sitting inside Outlook, that's not a convenient process if you're out in the field and you're talking to someone in a meeting. In fact, Todoist, also Google Tasks and Microsoft To Do are very similar apps, and they're very powerful. So you can use any one of those from your mobile phone and create the task. More so convenient than the Outlook process, but I'll leave it to you. You can think about that. So number 9 are the property specific facts, and here they are, many of them, and I'll just go through them individually for you so you can create your list here and now. So arrears, asking questions about that, the cash flow for the property, the comparable rentals for the property or the comparable prices in the area, the inquiry detail, what's been going on with inquiry for that particular property, understanding the floor plates, the size of the tenancy, the improvements of the property, are they modern, etc. Lease documents, lease incentives, do they apply? Possibly they do. The locational facts of the street, the building, the precinct, prices in the area, rents in the area, comparable rents, even rents in the property. Then you've got site plans to look at, maybe plans associated with the tenancy as well. Supply and demand factors should be looked at, and then also the tenancy plans that apply to the tenancy itself. Think about the time on market factors that you should consider because you want to move that property as quickly as possible. Look for any other transactions that have been going on in the area and also any vacancies that could exist. So they are the property specific facts. Going back to the beginning here, the property details and the inspections, there they are, the 9 different categories which I took you through. Of course, you can get plenty of other details at our website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. And in the next particular video, I'll be going into further checklists to help you with your activities as an agent in brokerage. The next particular video will be about being systemized as an agent to attract the deals, the transactions, the opportunities over time. I'll show you how to build some systems in brokerage. And in closing, if you need more detail about this particular topic today, you can check out this article, which is Systems for Dealing with Property Inspections, Appraisals and Facts. They are the systems that I've spoken about here, and there's a book that you can download for free. It's all about property details and inspections. So this is John Hyman. Thank you for listening today to this particular program. Don't forget to check out the website and this particular article, which are the systems for dealing with property inspections, appraisals and facts. This is John Hyman. I'm signing off for now. I look forward to catching you again in the next video in this particular very large and relevant matrix for top agents in the property market. Catch you soon.